The adventure begins in a place that looks like it's straight out of a science fiction film, the laboratory. This is the discovery phase. Scientists, our lab detectives, start by understanding a disease inside and out. They study how it attacks the body, looking for a weak spot, a specific protein or gene they can target. It's like finding the villain's secret hideout. Once they have a target, the real hunt begins. They screen thousands, sometimes millions of chemical compounds to see if any of them can hit this target and stop the disease in its tracks. This screening process is like speed dating for molecules. Most compounds are a terrible match. Some are too weak, some are too toxic, and some just don't show up for the date. But every now and then, they find a hit, a promising compound that shows some effect. This is just the beginning of the relationship, though. The scientists then take this promising compound and try to make it better. They modify its structure, trying to make it more powerful against the disease and safer for the body. This is called lead optimization, and it's a delicate balancing act. This initial stage can take years. Think of it as writing the first draft of a novel. You have a good idea, but it needs a lot of editing and rewriting before it's ready for anyone to read. In India, institutions like the National Chemical Laboratory in Pune are filled with these brilliant detectives, working on everything from cancer to diabetes. They use supercomputers to model how different molecules might work, saving time and resources. It's a blend of old-school chemistry and futuristic technology, all happening behind closed doors. Once they have a candidate that looks promising on paper and in a petri dish, it's time for the next big step for clinical testing. This means testing the drug on cells, and then in animals to see if it's safe and effective. This step is crucial because what works in a dish might not work in a living being. It's a reality check for our lab detectives. Only the safest and most effective candidates get the green light to move on to the next, even more challenging, phase of the journey. After conquering the lab, our potential new medicine must face its biggest challenge yet, human clinical trials. This is where the rubber really meets the road. These trials are conducted in 3 main phases, and each one is a bigger and tougher test than the last. It's like a video game where you have to defeat a boss at each level to advance. Phase 1 is all about safety. A small group of healthy volunteers is given the drug to see if it has any harmful side effects. The main question here is simple. Is this medicine safe for humans? If the drug passes the safety test of Phase 1, it moves on to Phase 2. Now, the focus shifts to a larger group of people who actually have the disease. Here, scientists want to find out 2 things. Does the drug actually work against the disease, and what is the right dose? This phase is a nail-biter. Many promising drugs fail at this stage because they don't have the desired effect on patients. It's a moment of truth that can make or break years of research. This is a critical hurdle to clear. Assuming our hero drug triumphs in Phase 2, it enters the final and largest stage, Phase 3. This is the main event. The drug is given to thousands of patients in different locations, sometimes all over the world. The goal is to confirm its effectiveness, monitor side effects, and compare it to existing treatments. These trials are often double-blind, meaning neither the patients nor the doctors know who is getting the new drug and who is getting a placebo. This helps to ensure the results are unbiased and reliable. This is the ultimate test of its power. These massive trials are happening all the time in hospitals across India and the globe. They are the backbone of modern medicine. Without the brave volunteers who participate in these studies, no new medicine would ever reach us. They are true heroes, contributing to the health of future generations. If you had the chance, would you ever volunteer for a clinical trial to help test a new medicine for a common illness? It's a big decision, and I'm curious to hear what you think. After surviving the grueling gauntlet of clinical trials, our drug candidate is almost at the finish line. But there's one last giant hurdle: regulatory approval. The company gathers all the data from every single test and trial. We're talking mountains of paperwork, and submits it to regulatory bodies like the Central Drug Standard Control Organization in India or the FDA in the United States. These organizations are the ultimate gatekeepers. Their job is to meticulously review every piece of evidence to ensure the drug is both safe and effective for the public. This review process is incredibly thorough and can take a long time. The regulators are like the strictest teachers you've ever had, checking every detail of your homework. They want to be absolutely sure that the benefits of the new drug outweigh any potential risks. They scrutinize the clinical trial results, the manufacturing process, and even the proposed label on the medicine bottle. A single missing piece of information can cause delays. Only after they are completely satisfied do they grant approval, giving the green light for the drug to be marketed and sold. Once approved, the race isn't over. The pharmaceutical company then has to scale up production, from making small batches for trials to manufacturing millions of pills or vials. This is a massive logistical challenge. They also have to get the word out to doctors and patients, explaining what the new drug does and how it can help. Finally, after a journey that has lasted more than a decade and cost a fortune, the medicine arrives at your local pharmacy, ready to help someone in need. It's a moment of victory for everyone involved. But even after a drug is on the market, the story continues. Companies must continue to monitor its long-term safety in a phase often called Phase 4, or post-market surveillance. They collect data from patients and doctors to watch for any rare or long-term side effects. This ensures that the medicines we rely on remain safe for years to come. So, the secret life of a drug is a never-ending saga of discovery, testing, and vigilance. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and it's all for one simple goal: to help us live healthier, longer lives. I hope you enjoyed this peek behind the curtain. If you found this journey fascinating, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more stories. And don't forget to comment below with your answers to my questions.